Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear brothers and sisters. We thank the Lord for this wonderful opportunity. We thank Him for the life He has given to us. I have come to share also my reflection with you. We thank Him for being with us despite these challenges that we are facing in our families individually. Everyone is facing a lot, but we believe that our God will always be with us because once there is life, there is hope. The hard situation we are facing now is not the end of our life. It will see our end. It depends on your faith. It depends on your level of your knowledge of your God. Because I know that my God will not allow a situation to end my life. Okay? That is it. So I want to share a reflection which I have been on for a very long time, which I titled The Smiling Jesus. When we read the Bible, we see how the Bible narrates the birth, the incarnation of Christ, the birth, the activities, his passion, his crucifixion, death, resurrection, and all that. When he wept at the tomb of Lazarus, and when he was angry in the temple. Okay, but those words the Bible have not come across. The Bible says, and Jesus smiled or Jesus laughed. But there are moments we can actually trace that in the Bible. When Jesus gave thanks, it's only one who is happy who can actually give thanks. Sometimes one who is matured in the spirit, even in moments of pains, sufferings, keep giving thanks. But the natural thing is when you are happy, you just keep thanking God, or when you receive something, you keep thanking God, right? But Jesus, every situation, give thanks. Yeah, that means he has this inner peace and joy within himself. But where I want to come in is we always approach Jesus as we see our problems. We carry our problems in the head, and that is we approach him as if as we have to be so serious with this man. We only go to him with problems and all that, but we don't actually know that this same Jesus is our brother, is our friend. This same Jesus who can feel our pains can also smile. Bible said that he took our human nature, right? Meaning that if he took our human nature get angry, human nature express joy and all that. So all those feelings that we express, Jesus also expressed them. He is divine and he is human. Okay, so that humanity of Jesus is not for some parts. It's only except in sin, Bible said. But in everything, he is like us. He took that human nature in us, like us. So Jesus has actually expressed himself. Let's just see when Jesus was growing up. If you remember when little children, if you imagine little children with the parents and all that, the funny things that they say that make one to laugh. Do you think that this didn't happen to Jesus? Or when parents who play with their children, how they laugh and all that? Also, Jesus expressed that. Okay, imagine Jesus joking with the parents now. As it depends. I don't know if you are the way you are in your family, because I know that we joke with our parents. We sit together, we talk, we laugh, and all that. It was the same thing with Jesus. There were moments of that joy, that expression of happiness, and all that. When Jesus was with his disciples, Jesus, you can't tell me that they were all together only for work, do this, do that, go there, only for mission. No. There were moments of getting together. And when you get together, there are moments of jokes and all that. Imagine Peter telling Jesus, bros, let's go to that place now. Or, bros, did your mother prepare anything? All those funny things when men are together, those funny words that are normally used, is also found in the life of Jesus. Even if we don't see it expressed like that. Why I'm bringing up this is for us not to think that Jesus, as in, I don't know, we exclude sometimes the humanity of Jesus when we talk about his divinity. Jesus is holy, but his own holiness does not exclude him being human. Okay? That humanity was expressed with everyone. That is why everyone is even capable of approaching him. Because when you meet someone who is always very serious, when you meet someone who doesn't smile, who always attack you negatively whenever you talk, people will not approach him or her. But when you see that person who is human, that person who is so humble, you will be able to approach this person and say whatever you want to say. Even if you insult him or her, he or she will still accommodate you and move on with life. That is the humanity of Jesus. I'm just trying to let us know that this Jesus you are approaching with all this seriousness. Sometimes let's create time to joke with him. If Jesus could be able to stay with the parents, joke with him and joke with them and all that, with the disciples, with the friends that come to look for him. Imagine when Jesus and his disciples, when they were invited for the wedding at Cana. Imagine them going for that wedding, and one will ask Jesus, "Bros, where is your mother now?" And Jesus said, "Don't you know?" Another one will answer, "Why don't you know the woman? She would have gone. She won't be wasting time. She has to be there on time to observe things and to help out." You know those funny ways of talking. It was just the same thing. You know, imagine someone coming to the house of Jesus. They will ask Jesus, did the mother prepare anything? But you should trust this woman and what she can do. You know, that kind of thing. That's funny ways that make people feel comfortable with you. That funny ways are found in Jesus. Even if it's not written, remember John said that it's not everything that Jesus did that is written in the Bible. Because if it is written in the Bible, the word will not contain it. For those who base their own belief and all that only in the Bible is limited faith, meaning that Jesus never lived with people. If you when you live with people could not tell story about you, whether good or bad, meaning you never existed. But if you ever existed, someone will always say, this person used to behave like this person did like this. It was the same thing with Jesus. So the apostles told story about Jesus, how Jesus lived and all that. So when you say that this thing is not written in the Bible, meaning that your faith is really limited. Okay, that is why Catholic Church don't only get their teaching from the Bible, but from the tradition and magistrates also. Okay, the authorities of the church. Now, if Jesus could have that humanity in him, to be able to joke with disciples, to be able to joke with friends, make them feel comfortable, do you think he has changed? The Bible said that he's the same today, tomorrow, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. God never changes. Okay, so let's create that attitude of approaching Jesus in a more lively way, as in we are going to meet our brother. It's not only when we have problems that we'll come and be talking and we go. Let's create that moment to joke with him. Let's create that moment to laugh with him, to tell him those joys, those things that makes us happy. Sometimes even telling that Jesus, the way you are doing things, me, I don't like this thing, no. You know, it depends on your relationship with God. Let's try to create that relationship that helps us to be free with him. We don't see him as God who is so far, but one who is so close. If he could stay with his disciples, died on the cross of Calvary for you and I, when he now shares you away when you come to joke with him, you know, we approach Jesus the way we see our problems. Okay, if we are not able to joke with our fellow human beings, if you are not able to laugh with them, we will not be able to joke with Jesus. We will not be able to laugh with him. We only come to him when there is problem. But if you create that relationship with him, be able to communicate with him of every of your sentiments, everything that you are living, every situation you are living, you find out that there are moments. Jesus likes jokes, so he likes you to speak, as in to joke with him, to laugh with him. It's something that makes him happy. He knows that you really recognize this as in his presence in your life. But when you come to him only for problems, that means you are missing something. You've not really recognized who he is. So this is my reflection, the smiling Jesus and the laughing Jesus, is to encourage you to create that relationship with God. Create that relationship with Jesus so that you have that opportunity to share with him whatever you are living. Create that time. If you go to him, do you know how today went? Imagine I met this person. As you are talking to a friend, you know the way you joke with your friends. In family, you know the way you joke with your husband and your wife, or your children, or children with their parents, or your friends, when you people are talking. Do you know that I met this person? Could you imagine what this person told me? I responded this way. Jesus loves something like that. And when you finish talking, you hear him talk, as in create that relationship with him, so that you know that this God is so sweet. Jesus is just so sweet, so humble to hear us. And that is when, even in that joke, when you are joking with him, and you say something, you tell your boy, okay, this is not the way to go about it. This is not how to do it. You know? Why I'm bringing this reflection that has really taken me time, and I call it the smiling Jesus, the laughing Jesus, is for you to create that relationship, okay? Don't only go to God with problems. Go to him moment of joy. Go to him to thank him. When you finish, even if you feel like singing praise, when you finish singing praise, sit down there and talk with him. Sit down there and joke with him. Sit down there and tell him how the day was, or how your plan tomorrow will be, and listen to him. This man called Jesus smiles. He laughs. You know, he feels so happy when we joke with him in this way. So, my dear brothers and sisters, create that relationship with him. May the good Lord help us. May the smiling Jesus help us and smile to us. May the laughing Jesus help us. Help us to find reasons to smile and laugh even in our difficult situations. God bless us all.